Hi everyone, welcome back to Swan Dynasty Insight for another pick a card reading. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. And in today's video, we are just going to have a look and find out what is something that you can look forward to in the next few months. And like the next big thing, big change is coming for you. And something that you can look forward to, whether that is a new job, a new relationship, a change in how you see yourself. And yeah, we're gonna find out and get any additional messages from your oracle cards and some tarot, and then advice from your spiritual team and their loving support and what they want you to know moving forward. Okay. Alright, so you guys can go ahead and choose from one of four piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So you can look in the description box where I do have the timestamps listed there, and I will also be pinning it in the comment section below. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Go ahead and click on over to your pile, and I will see you there in just a second. Hey there, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing good, and I'm just so happy that you guys have decided to come and spend some time with me today so that we can, take a look into your future and find out what is coming up for you and what you can look forward to. So, yeah, let's have a look and see what your cards have to say, and let's find out what exciting things that you can look forward to, okay? So your first oracle cards here, we have the South card, and it says adventure. 1 second, let me adjust the light in here. Alright, we have adventure here. Okay, and your second oracle card here we have is Hanuman in the reverse. So don't worry, we're going to get a specific message about that. Let me just check the Yogic Path oracle deck really fast to see what the Hanuman card says in the reverse. So this card says, so Hanuman is the god of courage, and in the reverse it says, are you in control of your thoughts, or are your thoughts in control of you? Your mind is wandering like a wild monkey. When you don't actively train it through meditation, you lose control over it. You are jumping from one thought to the next and often lose yourself in worry and stress. Before you begin your day and pick up your technology, find your breath. Notice the movement of your thoughts and slowly tame them. You will soon begin to notice which thoughts are yours and which are from outside forces, such as societal and parental conditioning. When you tame the mind, you are reminded of the truth that you are the divine, and the answers you seek already exist inside of you, waiting for you to remember. Alright, so that's a beautiful message, and what that is already saying to me about what you guys can look forward to coming soon. Okay, this is actually really good reading, because I do feel like a lot of you guys have been struggling with grounding yourself and your ideas for a long time. With this South card here, this is telling me that you guys have had a lot of things that you have wanted to embark on probably for a long time. Because similar to the South Node in astrology, it also represents where we come from in a place of kind of like our intuitive. It's kind of like the South Node can often, when we are tapped into it, it's actually a very psychic planet. I guess technically not a planet, but it's actually a very psychic point, and what that means is usually our South Node can kind of propel us forward into this life and tell us, give us like a vision of who we are meant to be, and like where we are meant to be, like what our purpose is, like our soul's purpose, okay? And I think that you guys have been very spiritually tapped in to the universe for a long time. I think a lot of you guys watching this pile have had a strong connection to like the sun and the moon and the stars, probably from a very young age. And you guys have had a very dreamy personality, where you have just thought of a lot of different things that you could do, and maybe, a part of you throughout your life didn't know if you would ever actually get to experience these things. But what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing you guys are going to be, I'm seeing you guys are going to be like reclaiming and rediscovering your courage, finding that courage within you that doesn't let what your parents think affect you, affect what you want to do. You know, many of you guys have been surrounded by a lot of judgmental people in your life, and you know, a lot of unsupportive people about your dreams and about things that you want to experience, you know, new adventures that you want to try, you know, and this has really discouraged you for a long time is what I'm seeing and hearing. And pile number one, what I'm seeing here is something that you guys can definitely look forward to, is this is you overcoming it feels like a very strong energetic block that you guys have that has been stopping you from going after your dreams, and trying new things and having these adventures in your life. Because, you know, another reader was saying this recently in a video I watched, I think it was a Crystal Girl, and you know, it's like we're here to live, we're here to not worry about what other people think of us, or you know, what other people want us to be, or what other people think how other people think we should live our lives and stuff. You know, we're here to be happy, we're here to have fun, and we're here to, you know, to gain experience and wisdom, you know, through our experiences and through our adventures. And I'm definitely seeing here that Spirit wants you to, you know, believe in yourself and to branch out and to experience as much of this life as you can. So what you guys can look forward to is a new sense of empowerment and courage. I feel like you guys are going to be so much stronger than what people have previously known and seen you to be. I'm seeing you guys becoming so sure of yourself and so confident and knowing what you want. And what's actually really interesting is that this Two of Vessels, or the Two of Cups, just came out, and this is telling me that when you guys are the moment you guys do step into this energy of courage and you know, living your life for yourself and enjoying this life, I'm seeing you guys are going to be attracting a specific lover, but I'm also hearing like many different like lovers, many options. There's going to be people that are going to be very attracted to this newfound courage that you guys have in yourself, and not letting anyone stop you from going after what you want. And that's really interesting because this King of Arrows just came out, the Kingfisher, and this is a bird that represents you know, the Kingfisher basically rarely ever misses. Like, if they're going fishing, right, this bird rarely ever misses a fish. If they go and swoop and dive in to get it, they rarely ever miss. They have very sharp intellect, and I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. What I'm trying to say is, like, you guys are going to have a very clear knowing of what you want. And I definitely feel like you are not going to let anyone take that from you, is what I'm hearing. Because like I said, I definitely think that you guys have dealt with a lot of blockages, especially from, you know, authority figures, whether that is like your family, your parents, your you know, for some this could even be religious beliefs. Okay, so we have the World Tree, and this says talking about ending a cycle. Okay, and I think that's definitely what I am referring to, because, you know, this is telling me that you guys are ending this cycle of having lacked courage in yourself to go after the things that you want. I see you guys are going to be attracting a lover. I mean, I want to say a specific lover, but like I said, I'm seeing several options, and naturally, you may or may not want every option. That just because someone is attracted to you does not mean that you have to choose that person. Okay, that's just a message that's coming through for reassurance for those of you. Okay, but I'm seeing a lot of respect. I'm seeing that people are going to start respecting you because of how you, like, how well you know what is important to you. And I'm seeing like a very strategic I'm seeing you guys being very strategic as well. I'm seeing that you guys don't want to try and miss a step, especially if you are like planning for some big goals that you have. Excuse me. I'm seeing that you guys are going to get a lot of respect from people, and also people are going to be very attracted to you because of this. You guys are going to come, I'm seeing you guys coming out of your shell, especially. I'm seeing you guys going on a lot of new adventures for yourself. So whether that is like traveling or like traveling, meeting new people, or starting that art career, or getting invested in those projects that you have, these creative ideas that you have, and actually grounding them, and it's easier said than done, and as I said that, here's the frustration card, the 5 of Arrows, because it is easier said than done, because you are still going to have to deal with people criticizing you. It's not going to be easy, but I definitely want to say that the more you the more you actually invest in what you want, that you're going to be able to overcome any opposition and negativity that gets directed to you, okay? I definitely feel like you guys are going to see how resilient you are yourselves. I feel like you guys have been I feel like pile number 1, you guys have been very resilient for most of your life. But I also feel like you didn't get the respect that you deserved. You didn't get the encouragement that you deserved about the things that you want, especially like in early childhood here. But I'm seeing you guys listening to your heart, like following your heart, and standing your ground about it as well. I definitely feel like you guys have come a very long way in terms of overcoming like those negative thought patterns, and maybe feeling like you weren't deserving of expressing yourself, your creativity, wanting to, travel, wanting to expand, take risks, try new things, especially because like some of you guys I'm hearing you don't want to do it alone. And we have the number 2 here on the South card, which definitely represents partnerships and belonging. And like with this 2 of Vessels here, it's telling me that you're going to attract other people to you. This can be even your soul tribe. You're going to attract other people to you that not only respect you, but they support you, and they also want to share the experience with you. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, this card like flipped up right on its own. So we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Lovers, oh my gosh. And the Page of Bows in the reverse. So I definitely feel like those of you that are waiting for like a romantic connection, I see that this is like what you can definitely look forward to finding someone that shares your passion, shares your love for wanting to know more, wanting to see the world, and wanting to experience more in life, to embark on creative adventures together. I'm seeing with the Ace of Vessels here that you guys are going to be opening up your heart. I feel very choked up doing this reading, but I think, with this 4 of Swords in the reverse, like, this is saying that you guys are still healing. Like I said, this might take place in the next few months, depending on how your healing process goes, because I definitely feel like you guys are still healing from a lot of stress and a lot of, what's the word? Definitely a lot of mental anguish and trauma, okay? I think that you guys have had a lot of trauma in the area of self-expression and just like encouragement. Like you guys needed that encouragement, maybe when you were younger and you didn't get it. And so what I'm seeing, however, is like you guys have really worked on yourselves. I feel like you guys have really been trying to go through and heal yourselves, and to, you know, end cycles and, you know, relationships and beliefs that aren't serving you anymore. I'm seeing that you guys are coming back into this awareness of like your own calling, your own true passion, okay? And that this awakening to your own, like this awakening to this flame that's inside of your heart, you know, that true flame that's inside of you, you're going to attract, many of you, your actual twin flame, because, you know, this is who you were meant to be in the first place. And I'm just hearing like the delays, for those of you that feel like you have had so many delays when it comes to finding love, it's because of the fact that you yourself, your heart was closed off to the love that you have for, like I said, the sun, the moon, and the stars. And you know, this love and desire for adventure that you have, and opening up yourself to creativity, and having the courage to you know, ground your ideas and actually embark on them, and to believe in yourself, and to know that it will be good. You know, this courage that you guys are, you're going to be reclaiming your own courage by letting go of all of the beliefs that you had once internalized because of all of the negativity around you, because of all of the self-doubt, because of all of the doubt and like resistance and hatred or jealousy or whatever that has been projected at you. I feel like you guys have really internalized a lot of this for most of your life, to the point where you you know, you feel like you might even feel like you should have, you guys might feel at times that you should have done more, you should have experienced more, and it's not your fault if you know, had to go through, let's say, you know, your childhood or your youth not being given that support that you wanted and needed. It's hard to believe in ourselves. It's hard for anyone to believe in themselves. You know, courage is something that comes excuse me. Courage is something that comes from comes from the support that we have around us. You know, we need that encouragement. And it's hard, especially when you have to be the one to encourage yourself. But I feel like you guys have been really thinking about this. I feel like you guys have been, you know, thinking about what you want and deciding to not be influenced by like hierarchical expectations. I don't know if I said that right, but basically the expectations of authorities. And for some reason I cannot English today, but it's fine. But yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna be becoming way more empowered in yourselves. And letting yourself have these experiences that you've always wanted. Knowing that you can do anything. And this is going to attract love and your soul tribe. People that genuinely believe in you. People that genuinely support you. And people who genuinely want to share your experiences. People that you can trust to be vulnerable with. I'm definitely seeing that. You know, for many of you, this is going to be a specific lover as what's coming through also. But But I'm just saying like a deepening of trust, a deepening of support that you've never had, okay? So yeah, keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Yeah, you guys are not alone, but I definitely feel like you guys have felt like you have been alone for a long time. And you have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yes. If you knew you were going to be supported, go after it. You know, go after what your vision is, okay? Know that you're going to be supported. And I was just going to get one more, but we got three extra cards. So we're going to take them, okay? So your first card here, we have the transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Yes, that's what I was talking about. I am seeing that a lot of you guys are going through. You guys are still in the healing process, but this is deep. This is really intense, actually. Because like I said, this is like a really wounded heart chakra, heart space, as well as like solar plexus. You know, it's like when you needed that encouragement and that faith in you, you know, you were just put down instead. And it's like that just takes so much away from a person's ability to just express themselves and just to, love what they're doing. And that's just horrible, honestly. It really, really angers me because, you know, it's just like, it's the world we live in, you know, and it's really messed up that there are so many negative entities right now that don't want us to be happy and that they would rather bring us down, especially if, like, say people are frustrated that they can see your potential in doing or having things that they probably want for themselves but they can't have. And it's because they don't have the same kind of love and they don't have the same kind of respect for it. And so the universe blocks them from it and, you know, blesses you with these things. And it creates a lot of envy and jealousy in other people. And it's very unjust to you. But I'm definitely seeing this intense and deep healing going on for you guys right now. Okay, so yeah, we have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Yeah, so I definitely feel like if those of you, you know, that are, for example, worrying about like money and financial worries about like traveling or going places and doing things, you know, the universe is going to catch you, because if this is what your soul is yearning for, and if you are listening to that calling that you have and you are just trusting the universe, you know, like we have 2 cards here asking you to have faith and trust that the universe is going to support you. Okay, so absolutely, I see that you guys are going to decide to take a risk, take a chance, and go after your heart's deepest desires. You know, and it's going to take time for this healing process to be over with, but I'm seeing that once it is, that you guys are going to, like, this is the cycle that is currently ending in your life. Like, you guys are still currently going through this change right now. So it's okay if you might still feel a bit overwhelmed at this time of this reading, and it's okay if you might still feel like you can't do it, because I do see that this is going to turn around and you guys are going to have a deepening connection with your heart space and your intuition and putting yourself first, and also knowing that you didn't and don't deserve the negativity that is projected at you. Okay, so your last Lightworkers Oracle card here is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yes, guys, this is you listening to your inner guidance, your intuition. I definitely see you guys taking a leap of faith. But like I said, you know, it's going to feel very emotional. You know, this whole reading, I just feel very heavy in my heart space. And I just see, I can definitely feel that it's been so hard for you guys. You might have cried many tears and had many lonely and emotional days and nights, and, you know, just feeling so alone. But this is what's coming to an end. You guys are going to be supported by a divine lover, someone that genuinely cherishes you and supports you. And for many of you, this is going to also show itself as many different people that want to connect with you, is what I'm seeing. Because especially those of you that are planning to travel, for example, I see you meeting a lot of different people, and different people that actually will genuinely respect you, especially when they learn more about what you have overcome and the transformation and changes that you had to go through in order to be confident in yourself. Because, you know, a lot of times we see people who seem to have it all together. They seem like, you know, they've got it all figured out. They're very strong. And but what people usually don't realize is how much this person had to go through in order to be so strong, in order to be so stern and you know, unafraid to take those risks and get those opportunities when they present themselves. And this is the kind of strength that you guys are going to be oozing. I see you guys are not going to be you're not going to be hurt by things the same way anymore. You're not going to be hurt by the things people say. You're just going to let it pass by you, and you're going to, you know, acknowledge them the way you acknowledge your thoughts, and you're just going to let it go, because you know that those are other people's feelings of jealousy, envy, you know, and things that are not meant for you to carry. Okay? This is about your life. This is about you living your life and doing the things that make you happy, and also being surrounded by people that genuinely love and support you in everything that you do. And you have a very, you know, a very big spiritual team also, your ancient ancestors as well, that are backing you up, that have been here with you your entire life. And you know, if you have felt alone, just know that you have never been alone, and that they know that everything you have gone through was so that you could transmute that energy at some point and become a very powerful being. So I see a lot of beautiful days ahead of you, especially shared with a special person, someone that genuinely cherishes you and wants to share those experiences with you and to share your feelings and your passion, your spark for things. And I see you guys definitely working on healing yourself and tapping into your own creative ideas and embarking on your vision for yourself and grabbing any opportunities that you know will make you happy in the long run. Okay? Alright, pile number 1, very beautiful reading. I really do hope this did resonate for you, and if it did, please feel free to share a comment. Let me know how this reading was for you, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, have a very lovely day, and I hope that I will see you guys again very soon. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, give me just a second. I'm just going to cleanse your space really fast so that we can all channel into your energies and not be distracted by any of the other piles. Okay. Pile number 2, let's find out and see what is something that you can look forward to. What is something maybe unexpected, maybe expected, something that you were hoping for. And yeah, let's find out what Spirit has in store for you, and just something that you guys can look forward to coming up very soon, okay? So your first card here is Dark Matter Mystery. And then you have the energy of Rajas. Okay. I need a little bit of a refresher for the Dark Matter card. Just a second. Okay. So Dark Matter, it says, this world still has mystery, and this is a fine thing. Just because you cannot see it doesn't mean it's not there. You don't have to know the details of everything. Some things are better not revealed at this time. Have faith. Okay, well, I mean, so for one, apparently Spirit doesn't want you to know everything that is coming in store for you, but we are still going to find out some things, okay? So what that is telling me already, you know, the dark matter, it definitely can be hard when we don't know what's coming up, like, you know, what's around the corner, especially if we are currently in a dark place. So I'm feeling that many of you guys might still be going through a difficult time right now. Many of you guys are still waiting for things to change for the better. And I'm seeing that you guys have been surrounded by like all kinds of signs and synchronicities, and you still have yet to see your life kind of turn around for the better. And then we have this energy of Rajas here, which to me, so this is a card that is, let's see, it talks about dynamic movement, aggression, and energy. So it says, you are in a place of movement, making the most of each day. You are passionate and excited about the task at hand, and are pushing the limits of what you believed possible for yourself. Rajas is needed to bring our desires into action, and you are deep in the development phase. You have already achieved many great accomplishments because of your determination, and more awaits in the near future. However, remember to balance action with rest. Otherwise, you will lose sight of your true goal in pursuit of achieving more. So what I'm seeing here for you guys, pile number 2, this is saying, like, you know, I feel like you guys, I'm seeing you guys continuing to press on, even though things have been hard. Maybe you guys have been like in a period of a bit of stagnancy, maybe kind of feeling stuck in, I'm kind of like hearing the in-between. So we have the number 38 here, which does add up to number 11, which is a master number. Okay, and the number 11 is ruled by 2 suns. Okay, and this is very powerful. Okay, what this is telling me is that you guys are very powerful manifestors. For one, you're very powerful creators. Okay, yeah, we have one card flip over, which is the 8 of Cups, and it says rebirth. Okay, the 8 of Vessels on this in this deck. Okay, this is about you guys going through a rebirth as well. But what I'm seeing here is that you guys have an ability to make things happen, even if you don't rely on divination. Okay, master number 11 is actually a very powerful number for the fact that, you know, you actually trust in your own intuition very, very vividly. And but I do see here that a lot of you guys have been struggling to see how things are going to improve. You know, and master numbers always come with, they're always going to give you a harder life than just like a single digit number. Because you are here like given with even more power than you would if you were just a 1. You know, it's like you have 1 is a power, it has the power of the sun. The number 1 in numerology is very excuse me, very sure, it's very independent, right? Very ambitious. And you know, with the power of 2 1s side by side, it just tells you that you guys have this impact. You have this ability to make an impact with everything that you do. And, you know, you actually inspire a lot of people. And so what I'm seeing here is that you guys are going through a rebirth, but this is to me talking about your own transformation, like your own realization of how powerful you guys actually are. I'm getting very strong, what's the word, telekinetic vibes. So you guys might have, I'm hearing you guys are like ruled by the energy of electricity. Like you guys actually shock people with the amount of determination and like how driven you are. even when times are hard. So let's find out more about what you can look forward to. Let's see, one more card. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Hermit. What is it that Pal 2 can look forward to in their near future? Four of Swords. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is a message from Spirit saying that you guys need to take a break. And that's why this Rajas card was saying to make sure you balance work with rest. And I feel like you guys have been working really, really hard. You guys have been like non-stop pushing yourself and going and going. And I feel like, you know, the message here from Spirit is that it's time for you guys to go ahead and take time, you know, especially while you're going through this period of rebirth. So what this is also saying is that you guys might be going through a period of, whether this is like leaving a relationship, a job, however, what I'm seeing here is also like, what I'm seeing here especially is that you guys have been walking away from different people. So one of the things about number 11 in numerology is that you always find yourself, you know, let's say it seems as if people are always coming and going into your life. It seems as though like your relationships never really last that long, because you meet people and it's like incredible, you have a strong friendship, a bond, but then it's like you outgrow them on your spiritual journey. And that's one of the major challenges that master numbers have, you know, is the fact that you are here vibrating at such a high frequency that you're going to end up realizing that so many things that most people care about are actually way more trivial to you. And I'm seeing that you guys are trying to figure out, like, I'm seeing here that you guys are going to be figuring out, I'm seeing like you guys going within yourselves and gaining a whole new perspective about like who you are, because many of you guys didn't even realize that you were such a powerful being, you know. And we do also have the numbers 3 and 8, which are ruled by Jupiter, and then 8's ruled by Saturn. So this is actually really beautiful, because I'm seeing, it's kind of like, you know, with this 8 of Bows in reverse, I'm saying like you guys are realizing that you're outgrowing certain like groups of people. You're outgrowing people who, for one, you know, especially if like those of you that have been spending time with people who just kind of like, you know, they like to go out with their friends and they like to party and maybe drink, and they're not very serious about like their career all the time. I mean, maybe they are, but maybe they're not as like passionate as you are. Maybe they don't really necessarily have bigger dreams for themselves. So I'm seeing you guys outgrowing, you know, I'm seeing you guys outgrowing several people. Yeah, and then we have the 3 of Cups in reverse at the bottom. Sorry, be right back 1 second. I just like got super nauseous. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Pile number 2. The weirdest thing just happened, actually. So you probably heard me say just now that I suddenly got pretty aggressively sick just now, and I puked and was kind of getting like, I don't know, I was getting the chills. I was just getting like really physically sick, and I had to meditate on my heart chakra while holding some of my crystals, and I ended up just getting this intense urge to just, I had to throw out a few things that I still had left from one of my abusers. They were gifts. Some of those gifts were like stones, and I had to find a way to get that stuff out of my house like immediately. I was not okay. Something tells me that you guys, I think this is an important message for you guys, especially as I'm hearing some of you guys are life path number 11, but you guys have a lot of 8s here as well, okay? And there's this energy of rebirth, like very, very strongly, death and rebirth as transformation, dark matter, oh my god. So many butterflies here. Okay, so you guys have gone through something super intense, and this could have been in your recent past or in the distant past. Maybe there was, especially with this Eight of Wands in the reverse, I feel like a lot of you guys were dealing with like maybe a group of people, or you had previously been surrounded by different people who were really eating up your energy and just not good for you. And I think that's why this Three of Cups came in at the bottom of the deck in reverse, because I'm seeing here what's going on for you, what you guys can look forward to. Because I will say that what Spirit is saying to me is that you guys have been actively trying to transmute that dark energy, this dark matter that has been in your life for a while. And that's something that it contributes to why you guys have been so driven and so ambitious and determined to not, only overcome hardships, but to achieve. And sometimes we have people in our energy field, who clearly don't have our best intentions, okay? There are some people that genuinely just do not care. And just by them knowing you and have been in your presence, they can really energetically affect you, especially if you are a more psychically empathic type of individual. And I'm definitely seeing that here for you guys. And so what I am seeing though, however, what you can look forward to is that you guys are going to start healing finally. And I say finally because this is what feels like has been a very long journey for you. And Spirit is acknowledging your hard work right now and saying that you guys have done amazing and you have achieved a lot. And so I think that Spirit wants you guys to realize how much you actually deserve to take this time to heal yourself and to not stress yourself out with so much. And here is another 8. Here's the 8 of Swords in the reverse, okay? So yeah, I'm glad this card is in the reverse, because this is telling me that you guys are no longer going to be struggling with the things that you have been struggling with because of a person, because of the people that you have, the people that have had dark energy towards you. Wow. Okay, 5 of Arrows, frustration. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, 6 of Bows, abundance, and then the Page of Wands. Wow, yes. And then at the bottom we have fulfillment, 3 of Wands. So definitely, like I said, I think you guys are, it's like you guys want to be successful. You guys want to be able to achieve more in your life, and I know that you are going to. You guys are here. You're going to be abundant. You're going to have a lot of, you're going to have success, recognition, but what I'm especially seeing more so than the achievement itself is the abundance that comes with it. And this is an abundance that you guys deserve, because you guys have fought so many battles and you have had to deal with so much stress and negativity thrown at you. And but what Spirit is saying to me especially is that you guys deserve this time to heal. Don't push yourself so hard to achieve anything right now, because you guys are healing. I feel like you guys are closing a chapter, because we have the number 9 here with the hooded man. And then part of this closing the chapter is requiring you guys to go within yourself, so that you can, I'm hearing connect with your inner meaning. But let me get a clarifier for this hooded man and see what Spirit is talking about. Why is this hooded man here, Spirit? The Page of Bows. Okay, this is about you guys taking the steps towards your financial abundance. Especially, I'm seeing you guys have you guys are very creative. Here's the Page of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you guys are very creative. You have a lot of great ideas, and I see you have something that you guys are trying to work towards that's going to ultimately bring you long-term success and fulfillment. Okay, and I think that maybe you guys have been pushing yourself so hard. It's hard when, okay, this is a message that Spirit is talking to me about right now. So, especially when you have people up against you, right? It's one thing when we have our haters, right? Our haters make us stronger and more powerful. But especially if you have experienced any kind of trauma or loss because of people, and you have not fully taken that time to let yourself heal before you embarked on that that new project and try to build something with it, it's going to be really hard. It's going to seem like you have so many setbacks because, you know, it's like you're taking that pain with you. And this, yeah, here we have the devil right underneath this. And then the Lovers. So, yeah, for a lot of you, this could have been like a situation with someone that you were very close to. And I mean very, very close to. And this could be a significant reason why it also broke you. Yeah, okay, so, wow, this is incredible. So we have I just want to lay these out because I'm loving this. Okay. Page of Swords reversed, the Devil, Lovers, Ten of Swords, and then Clearance, the Seven of Wands, which is what I was just talking about, was clearing that energy. And I physically had to get up. I felt so sick. Like right now, I feel fine. But just like when I had to pause this video, I actually, like, I was about to vomit on my cards. I did not know what was going on. I've never had that happen while I was in the middle of a reading before. But I can empathize with your situation for those of you that resonate with this pile, because this is a very serious pile, and this is saying, you know, you guys have the master number 11 influencing you, whether it's your life path or it's in your numerology somewhere, or just a message that's coming in from spirit that this is a significant number that is playing a role in your life right now. And this is about your spiritual evolution, and this is about your ascension, because you guys are ascending and you guys are leaving behind what this is major. You know, you guys are leaving behind this energy of holding on to a connection that you guys felt fated to. It's like a connection that you guys felt like you could not let go of. We have both the Devil and the Lovers right next to each other. You know, and then the Ten of Swords, which is telling me that, you know, you did have to come to a conclusion and realize that this wasn't it, you know, basically. And to start from scratch and to heal yourself, to build yourself up again. And that takes time, and it's so hard. And then, you know, I see that you guys have been so ambitious and determined to work towards a higher cause, a higher purpose is what I'm seeing, especially with the Lovers over the Page of Pentacles. And yet, you know, maybe it's been hard for you guys to stay committed or to stay inspired, because that's what this Page of Wands in the reverse is talking about, is like a lack of inspiration, because of all of the shit you went through, basically. You know, excuse my French, but, you know, I was definitely picking up on a lot of trauma intensity. Okay, with this Dark Matter card, this connection, something of your past, something that you guys are still recovering from, that you were going through a transformation, something that is changing you from the inside out. This person really, this connection really hindered your focus, really damaged your spirit, okay? But what you guys can look forward to is the end of that, is finally healing from this, finally regaining your own sense of direction, and like feeling freed, being able to feel freed from the burdens, that all of the burdens that have been placed upon you because of this event, or because of multiple events throughout your life. I see major healing here for you guys, pile number 2. But that's incredible. Yeah. Let me know in the comments if you feel safe sharing with me what you guys have been through, because I definitely see here that you guys are leveling up, you're healing, and this is going to allow you to fully step into your purpose, because like I said, master number 11 here is the power of 2 suns. Okay, you're not only here to be independent and ambitious, but you're also here to make an impact and maybe even inspire other people with your story, for some of you. Okay, pile number 2. Wow, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. This is you. You know, you guys are cutting out all of the... It's so amazing, because it's like, even with this Lovers here, it's such a misconception that, you know, it's like we're bound by this red thread of fate, and that we can't, you know, what is it? The saying is that, for example, we are all connected to each other, our connections with the people that we get close to through the white thread right? The white thread is something, but that's like a thread that we can still cut that cord. We can still cut that thread energetically with other people. But the red thread of fate is usually symbolized as something that cannot be cut by our own will, because it's controlled by fate and the universe. And that's why, it does seem like it's out of our control. But what I'm seeing here is that by you guys answering your calling, that you are actually turning the wheel of fate and changing the situation for yourself, so that you can actually advance in your life and have the abundance that you guys were meant to have in this lifetime. And I think that's amazing. You have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Definitely. So those of you, if you have like any doubts about letting someone go, if you feel like in your heart and your soul that would be the right thing to do, as difficult and frustrating as it may be, especially if you believe that this person was like your soulmate or your twin flame, but it turned out that this was actually more of a karmic, right? With this devil card, then maybe it's hard to let go. It's hard to know that we'll ever find a love as intense, as meaningful as that was, despite all the toxicity that was there. So you have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Yeah, you guys are here to, your story is going to guide a lot of people. Even if you just share that story with like your kids or your closest friends. But I'm really seeing that, this is about, actually, I'm just going to read this card really, really briefly, because I know the message is significant for you right now. Let's see, where is it? Which page is it on? Okay, so it says, Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth, a cross-section of ancient lineages. It is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering, spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. That's exactly what I'm saying. And so it's like you guys are creating, this beauty. You guys will be creating a beauty of your own with this Page of Pentacles, whatever it is that you guys are trying to build and create, It's also going to be a part of your success, but I'm seeing like it's going to actually bring you abundance, because of what you're doing is actually, it's being felt. It's like it's going to create so much beauty around you. It's going to, inspire so many people. It's going to help and heal so many people with whatever this Page of Pentacles is for you, because this is part of your calling. This is you answering your calling and going after it. But not only just because you have I'm so excited right now how you guys have decided to clear out this connection, to acknowledge the toxicity of a situation, of different people in your life, of friends and people that have just completely drained your energy and diminished your spirit, that you are able to actually move forward now, after clearing out this cycle. But like I said, you guys, you are still in this period of a transition right now where you do still need time to heal. So give yourself that time to heal. Balance hard work with rest. Let yourself have time to rest, okay? So your last card to close off this reading for you guys. Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Okay, so that is amazing, you guys. This is what I'm saying, you guys. Your vibration is rising so quickly right now, and it's so beautiful, and I'm still here for it, and I'm so grateful that I was able to do this reading for you, because I just see see so much strength. And despite what I had to go through just now to finish this reading, it was so worth it, because I'm grateful to even have been able to share part of this with you, to know, that you guys have what it takes to answer your deepest calling and to rise your vibration. And that shows how much love you actually have for humanity, how much you genuinely care. And I just know that there is someone out there for you that also loves humanity in the way that you do, that also wants to create beauty in this world with you. Okay, you guys? All right, pile number 2, that was lovely. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, and I do hope that this reading did resonate. Please feel free to share your story in the comments if you feel safe. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope that you guys will take care of yourself, stay strong, let yourself take time to heal. Don't push yourself to get back into doing things until you know you are ready, until you know it is the right time, when you have finished transmuting this dark matter energy. Okay, pile number 2, take care of yourself, have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye. Heather, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Okay, guys, I hope that you are all doing good. Thank you so much for being here. Just purify the space really briefly. Okay, we are going to get right into this reading and find out what is something that you can look forward to. What is the next major shift in your life, something beautiful, amazing coming towards you. What is it that you can look forward to, though? It's we want to know what we can look forward to. Sometimes changes are not always the best kind of changes we want to hear, but this is going to be the kind of changes that you want to hear. This is going to be something you want to look forward to, okay? All right, so let's have a look at your first 2 oracle cards. So your cards are... Okay, so we have West, and it says completion. Nice. Number 4. Okay, and then we have Radha in the reverse. Okay. Okay. So, completion is talking about, this can be literally finishing a project, finishing a story is what I heard. Some of you guys might have been working on some kind of specific project for a while, and maybe you have been struggling to see it through because of your own doubt. It's like a doubt and a divine. It's like the Radha card in the reverse talks about a fear of loving or being loved. Okay, and to me what that is saying here is that you guys have been working on something for a long time, and maybe you are a bit at a crossroads right now about whether to finish it, about whether, let's say if you're writing a book, maybe you're a little bit unsure if you want to publish that book because you don't know if it will even win anyone's hearts. I'm getting a lot of doubt in that sense. Okay, so I want to see really briefly what Radha says. So it says, there's deep vulnerability that comes with sacred union. When you've fallen in love, your entire heart exists in another body, out of your control. To experience this is to experience true enlightenment. Love is the most divine emotion one can experience, and to say no to love is to say no to yourself. Even the most broken heart can be mended again. Become complete. Wow, there's another word for completion here. Within yourself, while still holding space for that secret lover who is awaiting your reunion in this lifetime. So, this is a message here for many of you guys having to do with love and finding love. Okay, this is going to be a big message because I know what Spirit's saying. So, what that is talking about here, it is, I know some of this is going to sound a little bit cliche, but this is partially about your own self-love. Think of it this way. Let's say that your divine person is meant to fall for you when they see your works, when they have read your works for the first time. And that was how they discovered you. And you spend your whole life wondering why you can't meet this person and why the universe doesn't cross your paths. And it's because of, part of your union with that person manifests through the love that you have with yourself. And that's an actual it's a normal theme for divine lovers, that when we get to a place of self-love and doing things from a place of love, living our lives, doing a job that we love, and committing to our own vision and goals for ourselves, because we love ourselves so much that we are willing to do that. That is, it's interesting to me, actually, but it's very true how, it also requires, just like when we fall in love in an actual relationship, loving yourself requires that vulnerability. It actually requires you to be vulnerable with yourself, even when you are frustrated and feeling like part of you wants to give up because you need, maybe sometimes you feel like you need support. And this card is saying that what I'm seeing here that you guys can look forward to is you guys coming into a place of feeling complete in yourself, because I see that you guys have been feeling a sense of lack for a long time, especially for those of you that have not found that right person yet. Okay? And I'm seeing here that you guys are choosing to start completing yourself, and instead of expecting another person to complete you. Okay? And then by you being in that wholesome energy, that's when you're actually going to find that other person that quote unquote completes you, right? So let's get some more tarot cards and see what else Spirit needs you to know. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups coming out in the reverse. So this card says ecstasy. Okay, we have the Home card and the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, let's see. On number 3, what can you look forward to? The Queen of Wands. Heck yeah, man. I see you guys being, like, just coming into your power. And, it's like with this Ten of Pentacles, this is about you creating a sense of home within yourself and not in anyone else, first and foremost. So this Five of Cups in the reverse is just making me feel like you guys are done. Like, I feel like you guys have lost a lot, and you've cried a lot, you've loved very deeply and genuinely. And, you have tried to build with people and have had to watch things kind of crumble before you, right? But I feel like you guys are becoming more powerful now. You guys are ready to be that Queen of Wands. You guys are gonna come into this union within yourself where, like Radha, where you don't need a man. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're beautiful. You don't need anyone to offer you the world, because you can give yourself the world. That's what I'm seeing. Wow. And then we have in this deck, this is the Shaman, but also the Magician. Okay, so yeah, this is like definitely deep healing and transformation, as well as knowing your own power and your own worth. And then not only that, is like what I'm seeing here from Spirit is like, and what I'm hearing from Spirit is that, you guys are actually very powerful. I'm hearing that you guys have some hidden abilities that you haven't really fully tapped into yet. And this is what you guys can look forward to, because I'm seeing you guys recognizing that you are the Magician, you are the Shaman, even because the Shaman, represents the wounded healer. The Shaman represents someone that had to heal themselves before they can heal others, but also the Shaman has powerful abilities and what's the word? Gosh, I'm having so much brain fog this Mercury retrograde, but this is about you tuning into your own magic, okay, and becoming powerful, knowing that you can manifest anyone and anything for yourself. But especially, like I said, you giving yourself the world. Because, you know, one of the tragic things about being a shaman, for example, is that, you know, part of the hardest journey for a shaman is that there's not going to be anyone in, like, any physical being in this world that can ever actually fully understand or heal this person. The shaman actually has to go through an intense journey and transformation of healing themselves on their own. And so I feel like a lot of you guys have been through that. I feel like a lot of you guys have had to heal yourself. A lot of you guys have had to pick yourself up and depend on yourself for a long time. And I think, you know, naturally, anyone that has felt like they've had to be on their own for so long would want to have someone that can just be there, you know? But I am seeing here that you guys are here for something very divine. And to me, this is saying that you guys are here to manifest a divine love. But before that, this is about you coming into your power, recognizing your power, and recognizing just how important you are also. Like, just not only in love, but in general, how important you are to this earth and to humanity. Okay? So, let's see, what else can pile number 3 look forward to? Please come on. Decision, 2 of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys have made it very clear. You guys are getting clear with yourself. You're going to get very clear with yourself and knowing what you want. Moving forward, not waiting on anybody with this horse. But the Nine of Stones also talks about, you know, taking being practical. And, wow, okay. Okay, we have the King of Bows. I saw the King of Wands just now, but I put it back, so I will take that into consideration. But we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. Okay, so this is really intense, and this is really powerful, because this is you guys, you know, taking on the role. Like, you guys are deciding to not back down for what you want, and especially for those of you that have been working to complete something, and for some of you I'm hearing like that school, and for some of you guys that is like some kind of a major project, something that you have been working on for a long time, or you could have been in school for a few years and you're trying to complete it, you're trying to get your degree and trying to move forward with your life. And I think that if you have been distracted because of losses, because of a loss of a relationship, or the lack of that relationship, the lack of the love that you have been craving, I see you guys not letting those emotions have control over you anymore. I'm seeing you having better control over your emotions. And being very committed to whatever you set forth. And here's the Page of Wands here. Yeah, I see you guys having a huge burst of inspiration and like just power. Like, I'm hearing like willpower. It's like this, you guys are gonna be waking up to seeing your value and your worth. But like I said, also with the shaman, is like also seeing just how important you guys are. You guys are gonna get you guys are gonna get like this burst of inspiration about like how you can heal yourself and others. And I'm hearing now, like, maybe this was like the piece to the puzzle that you may have been looking for all this time, and for a long time you thought it was love. For a long time you thought you needed that other person, but then you realize you're the shaman. You only needed yourself. You have the magic within you, in your hands, and it's like that's the missing piece. It's just going to feel like that's what it was all along. That's what I was looking for, is the magic that's within me. It's like, do you see what I'm saying? It's really beautiful. And this is just going to give you a whole new perspective on your life, where you don't feel so afraid to be vulnerable with yourself. You know, where you struggle with your emotions and the needing for closeness. And don't get me wrong, we all need to be close to someone. Everybody deserves that. Everybody needs that. Everybody, desires that. But like I said, I do see here that a lot of you guys are on a shamanic journey. And so a lot of this requires, whether it's like your whole life or just like a specific, I'm seeing like a lot of you guys might relate to being a shaman, okay? But I'm seeing that you guys are going to come into this realization that you guys have the magic within yourself all this time, and that you can create anything that you want. And that's going to give you like this huge boost of inspiration and passion, and not waiting on anybody, like I said, and deciding to put yourself first. Sorry for the car, if you heard that, it just took off really fast. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. It's like you guys are gonna be just like, once this time comes, you guys are gonna be like you're gonna be on a roll. Like, you're just gonna be unstoppable is what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna have so much passion and drive to create, but also to complete what you've started. I feel like some of you guys may struggle with like finishing what you start. And I'm seeing you guys having a much better sense of focus and determination, and seeing things through to the end. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the insecurity card, which is the 7 of Swords, and yeah, I do feel like that's something that has been stopping you for a long time. And it is hard, especially I feel like many of you guys were previously just longing for that right person, and feeling like that person was the missing piece. But then you woke up to your spirituality, and you realized that you were actually a shaman, that you were actually a gifted psychic medium or healer, or an empath, and that you actually have this power within you that actually was creating more abundance and happiness and fulfillment for you, and stability that you actually have been craving all this time. And that it wasn't the need for another person that was the missing piece. It was the power that was inside of you. Okay? Alright, so let's get some more oracle cards. This is going to close out the reading with about a few of these light worker, work your light oracle cards. Pile number 3. What can you look forward to, please? What can pile number 3 look forward to coming up very soon, please? Pile number 3. Number 3. And pile number 3 look forward to. Something that pile number 3 can look forward to, please, Spirit. There's some more information, more advice. For pile number 3. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Okay? So what that is saying to me, it was not a coincidence that you guys went through any hardships in relationships. It was not a coincidence that you had to, lose people to find yourself. Because you were actually being guided, supported by your ancestors, but also your spiritual team. Because in reality, they want you to be happy. They want you to know that you're supported, and that you are loved, and that you have been loved all this time. And they wanted you to see that for yourself, and that when you have woken up to this, this power within yourself, you're going to have so much love for yourself that you probably have never felt for anyone else. And I'm not talking about anything, and I'm not even going to say that, but obviously, this is saying that you guys are going to have so much love for yourself, and like I said, your ancestors have been there with you. Like they basically helped to get you to this point. They have been helping you to get to this point, to overcome the anxiety and the insecurities that you have been dealing with. Okay, and then we have soul family. Calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, and that's true. Like I said, I know I was talking about the shaman, and part of the shamanic journey is having to, like I said, I was, referring to, let's say, in this lifetime. Like a shaman could try to go to a therapist, right? And there's not going to be a single therapist that they ever find that can understand the depth of everything that they have ever experienced or been through, the pain and suffering. They cannot even, because it's not even just that for a shaman. It's also like their spiritual awakening. And a therapist is just going to go, what? You should probably talk to a priest or something, you know? And so it's like, yeah, the shaman does go their whole life feeling very alone. But you also have, but the thing is, like, the shaman also still has their ancestors. Once again, they're very psychic, very intuitively connected, and the shaman has that ability to reach out to their soul tribe even from different lifetimes, okay? And that's intense, and that's something that your spiritual team is coming through to let you know, that if you want answers to anything in your life, that if you want to know more, to tap into more of like your abilities, to discover more about what you can do here, just call on them and know that they will lead you to those answers, okay? And then we have the Star Mother card, and it says, how can you mother yourself? Okay? That's about you know, taking care of yourself. Like I said, putting yourself first. You know, what is it that you need at this time? And you know, it's like, I feel like you guys have definitely been you guys have been very generous your whole life, I feel like, especially those of you that, you know, resonate with the shamanic, empathic kind of energy, because I do feel like you care a lot, and you know, you have been wondering, like, you know, this, like the card Radha talks about, you've been wondering, like, when you are going to get that love reciprocated to you, and it's hard because, especially, you know, when you have not fully, you know, for some people, if they have not fully woken up to the connection that they actually have with their ancestors, they feel like they're actually in this alone. Like, they feel like they have not been loved this whole time. I know I felt that way. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've only recently started realizing how loved I am and how, like, supported I have been this whole time, my whole life, everything up until this point, you know? Like, kind of like another reader I was listening to, like, I think it was Kino Tarot, and she was talking about, I think it was Kino Tarot. It might have been another reader, but I can't remember right now. You know, I've seen my spirit guides, ancestors, basically bend time and space to save my ass, you know, and to keep me safe. And you know, even in those times when I didn't realize that they were there, I still felt alone. When really bad things could have happened to me. And so I'm just seeing here with the Star Mother card that, you know, what you guys are going to be coming into this energy of knowing that you guys have this divine love surrounding you all the time, but that this gives you the courage and the focus that you need to put yourself first, and to continue taking care of yourself, so that you can be the Star Mother, so that you can also be there for other people in a much bigger way. Okay, in a much bigger way, based on, like, your creations and what you are giving to this earth. Okay, so let's get one more oracle card for you guys. Ooh, too many. I'll take this one. Alright, so to close out your reading, your last oracle card, Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are shamanic. You're not only, you know, intuitive and deeply connected with your intuition and spirit guides and the psychic realms, you know, but you're also here to uplift humanity, and you guys do that, okay? And I'm seeing here that you guys are going to be, like I said, stepping into this energy of putting yourself first and knowing that you are not alone, but also knowing just how important you actually are here with the shaman card. That you guys are, like, you weren't just here to suffer and to be given, so giving, and to be taken advantage of all the time or anything like that. You guys were here to uplift humanity, and maybe your heart and soul has always told you that. And maybe you have felt so alone and misunderstood, but this has all been for a purpose, and I'm definitely seeing that you guys are going to have this clarity of insight very soon. And when you do, you're going to be very, very determined, very unstoppable. And you're not going to, you know, decide to sacrifice yourself for anyone else in a way where, you know, you neglect your own needs or anything of that nature, okay? I'm definitely seeing that you guys are keepers of this earth, and you're also, you're the starseeds that are part of the mission of raising the vibrations of this planet and uplifting humanity, okay? And that's really huge. So just know how important you really are here. You guys are very important, and you might not have seen that all the time, might not have realized it, but this is what you can look forward to. Even if you don't see it right this moment while you're listening to this reading, you guys are going to have an epiphany moment and a realization that you guys have actually been very, 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 very divine beings. You guys are very divine beings that spirit adores, okay? And you're going to be taken care of. You're going to have your needs met, okay? I promise. Alright, you guys, pile number 3, that was such a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading did resonate, please feel free to leave me a comment and share with me your thoughts if you feel comfortable. I do hope that you will like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, and make sure you guys take care of yourself. And I hope that I will see you guys again very soon. Bye. Hey there, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Alright, so let's find out and get some messages and see what is something that you guys can look forward to in your near future. Some major changes and just, yeah, what to look forward to, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at your first oracle cards. Wow, okay, so your first card we have Fire Ignition, number 8. You have Dharana. Okay, so this is about having a single focus vision. This is about like being, Dharana is about having a vision and maintaining that vision by staying focused, okay? This is about seeing something through. This is about holding the course. The fire card also talks about, this is that passion within you that ignites a flame, that inspires you, that drives you, okay? This is about you hanging on to your vision and not letting that flame burn out, to not let that, that spark in you die out, because I do feel like you guys are very passionate individuals by nature. You guys are, I'm hearing like when you feel like when you want something, you don't stop until you get it. You do whatever it takes to get that thing, to make that thing yours. Okay. And I'm seeing here with like, the number 8 having to do with Saturn, I am seeing that there's going to be some challenges along the way, and it's going to be up to you to continuing to believe in your vision despite whatever hardships come your way, okay? And now that could be with a lot of things. That could be like, a relationship. It could be, about like a project, about something, or it could be like for example, finishing school so that you could get the kind of degree that you want, for example, right? So it just depends on what that is, but let's find out more. So we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Wands, got 4 of these, the King of Wands, yeah, absolutely, excuse me, and the Ace of Wands reverse. Okay, yeah, this is the spark of life, okay? So I feel like you guys, what I'm doing in this reading is I'm channeling like your energies and kind of getting a general picture, and then we will tell you, I'll tell you about what you can look forward to as we go. So what I am seeing here with this 10 of Swords in the reverse is that you guys have experienced a lot of setbacks and burnouts in your past. Maybe there was a time where you tried to manifest something and you gave up on it before you really had the full opportunity to see it through and to watch that thing, come alive and manifest, basically. And so far we have 3 out of 4 wands, which is even more fire energy. So there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of there's a lot of like instincts as well, especially with the Knight of Wands. I feel like you guys are very instinctual. You might have an idea, and you feel very inspired by it, and you act on it, and you probably feel confident in yourself, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it this time for reals. But there's been like, maybe stress around you and circumstances that just completely diminished your energy, and then you just kind of lost that spark, which isn't, especially in those circumstances, it's not your fault. But, I feel like you guys are naturally determined, and you want other people to recognize this about you. You want people to know that you actually, when you have a vision, that you're very serious about it, that you're not just here to waste anyone's time or anything like that. But that life can be hard sometimes, and I feel like that's something that has stopped you before, something that has slowed you down, or caused you to have to quit or give up. And that's why I'm saying what you guys can look forward to is this newfound like strength and confidence. And I think part of this is coming from this Knight of Wands too, with the Fox card. And one message that's coming to me right now is that you guys are going to be a lot more careful about who you share your vision with, because that can be another thing, especially when you share stuff with the wrong people. Their energy can affect your manifestations because of their negativity. They can affect your energy, and so I'm seeing you guys being very cautious and strategic as well. I see that you guys are going to be coming into a much more powerful, authoritative position, in the sense that for some of you guys that could be actually becoming like a leveling up. I don't know, leveling up. What? I was trying to say getting a promotion. Oh goodness, leveling up or getting a promotion. Whichever one it is for you. But I do feel like you guys are gonna end up, putting yourself in a much more of the leadership position, and knowing what you want, and having better time management skills, and staying focused because of what you are trying to manifest or create is something that's very important to you. So I see you guys stepping into a much more serious role and being able to achieve way more than you did previously in your past. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Two of Wands. The Three of Swords. What is it that forward to, please? And the Emperor in the reverse. And then we have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. So, yeah. With the Eight of Stones in the reverse, this is telling me, it's kind of like, for example, those of you that had the inspiration to write a song, okay? But you might have in the past kind of given up halfway. Maybe you wrote all the lyrics, but you didn't record it, or something of that nature. And over time, you feel like you have lost those skills. Some of you guys might be feeling like, oh, well, even if I wanted to be in more of a leadership position, I don't even have what it takes, because I have been slacking. I haven't really been, working on these things, these skills that I have. But the thing is, the message that I'm getting right now is that, for one, and Donna talks about this too, because it takes focus. Yes, it's very true, because when we do kind of stop doing what we were once very good at, we do, tend to lose that memory or the ability to do that thing as well as we once did, because we're not exercising it. And so, that's an important message here, is that some of you guys are going to be deciding to start exercising more, and to be, physically engaging yourself more often, so that you can actually maintain the passion that you guys have, because I'm seeing here that some of you guys might be prone to depression or anxiety, and that can be something that definitely stops us in our tracks, and it can be an evil thing, and something that is really hard to get control over. And that all we can do is to work with it, and to take care of our health every day, and to, decide to make a commitment. And so what I'm seeing here is you guys are going to be deciding for yourself to commit to certain lifestyle changes as well, so that you can stay in a generally healthy state of mind. You guys want to be in a healthy state of mind. You want to have, regulated emotions, and, managing your thoughts, and of course managing your time. And so that means, going to bed at a certain time, and, eating only so much during the day, and spending some time cleaning, and other times, working on your projects, or playing a game, and taking time to relax. But also, just committing to the harder stuff that you need to work on, such as like your health, eating, staying on top of your medication, something I struggle with at times, not even gonna lie. But and also, exercise is a huge one that's coming through for you guys. Some of you guys need to get out and do some physical exercise, that's going to energize you and clear up any kind of like mental fog that you've been dealing with. But I definitely see that there are going to be people who are jealous of you with this Three of Swords here, because of your achievements in the long run. Like, you guys are actually you might not see this for yourself right now, because of the fact that, you maybe have not been as consistent as this Emperor or as this King of Wands throughout your life. But this is the energy of you guys deciding to, because this is about you making this decision, but this is also about your awareness of how other people's negative energy actually affects your manifestations. And so this is you also being more mindful of like who you share your ideas with, or like how often you give your time and energy to other people, instead of putting that time and focus for yourself, so that you can not get too sidetracked on things. And then this huge change in your personality, or people are gonna notice you being way more focused than maybe what they're used to, and so naturally there's gonna be people who doubt you. And I just want you to know that, because we do have like the energy of Saturn, ruling your reading right now, so it's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but what I do see here is that you guys are gonna end up, like I said, elevating, leveling up, getting a promotion, you're gonna get higher up there, and people are gonna recognize you, and people are gonna see how devoted you are, and especially people who know how hard it was for you to have to overcome your own anxiety to be able to be in a position of leadership or authority, or an example of some kind, right? I see you guys really taking control, better control over your life, and not having to worry about the inconsistencies that you've had to worry about previously, things that also kind of somewhat hindered your stability because of things that you didn't get done on time, or that you weren't managing properly. I see that you guys are going to be stabilizing your life so much better, and it's going to bring you so much more peace, and yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna see if any other messages come through here before I shuffle some more oracle cards. But yeah, I definitely, like I said, there's definitely some like shady energy that's gonna be around you. So just be aware of that. You know, like I said, don't trust just anyone. Be aware of who you're sharing your ideas with, and also be aware of the people that give you certain responses like, oh, are you sure about that? It might not work out for you pretty well, or whatever. Like, aren't you sure? Like, or don't you want a real job, or stuff like that. Because that's not the kind of energy that you need, and that's the kind of attitude that will send you into a spiraling like depression and lack of self-confidence or willpower. And so, it's like those are the people you need to watch out for, and you yourself are going to have to you yourself are going to have to be stern about what it is that you are working towards, and what vision that you're trying to manifest. And so I see you guys going and connecting with your inner masculine side, and overcoming any issues with your ego or your self-worth, and or feeling sorry for yourself. I see you guys stepping into your power and knowing that you actually have this authoritative energy by nature. Like, you're actually really good at taking the leadership role. You're actually really good at managing your responsibilities when you actually get down to it, and this is about you letting that reality stick, and practicing that mindfulness on a general daily basis, so that you can know that this is who you are. And so once again, this is about you committing and making that decision to commit to exercising, and spending a little bit of time every day, just building those skills that you have, that you want to advance, the skills that you want to use in your career, and for the sake of your vision. Spend a little bit of time every day learning how to write music again, and I guarantee you're gonna see so much progress in even just like a week. Even if you spent like a whole 7 days writing a few lyrics at a time, and you're gonna see so much improvement in yourself, and that's gonna boost your confidence. It's gonna show you how much potential you actually have and how talented you actually are. And this is going to also just re-spark your inner, the passion that you have for life, because I'm seeing that you guys have always been like, you guys have always had like this natural lust for life. Like, your eyes light up, when you are passionate about something, and this is something that people adore about you. And it's like, but I'm seeing that like over the course of your life, you've definitely had a lot of disappointments, a lot of letdowns, and then at times you maybe even feel like you yourself let yourself down, because you feel like you could have done something, is what I'm hearing. Like, you feel like you could have done more with your life, or is maybe the kind of thoughts that go through your head. But but I definitely feel like this is going to be a time for you guys to reconnect with that side of you that has that lust for life, that doesn't get so burnt out easily, and that doesn't care what anyone else thinks. Because I think that maybe a younger version of you was a lot stronger in that way before the effects of all the burdens and trauma had like really just got to you in that way. If that makes any sense. So this is beautiful, because to me this is saying that you guys are getting back in touch with, you know, your inner child, and also, you know, the hidden talents that you have. You guys have a lot of hidden talents and hidden abilities and a lot of skills that other people actually envy. And I'm also seeing here that a part of you guys also, you know, maybe you envied, like, for example, celebrities who were doing things that you probably wanted to do for yourself. And Spirit is saying you absolutely can do this too. You just have to, you know, it's like you have to take it a day at a time. You have to take it a day at a time. And, but you also have to give it time and continue working towards the goals that you have, you know. And you can't stress yourself out for, you know, especially sometimes we feel like we want to, like, master a skill in like 5 days, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it requires 5 months, and sometimes even five years, you know, depending on what it is, of course. But you know, just as I was saying, that your first card here is take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So yeah, so like I said, you know, you want to take it a day at a time. You definitely don't want to feel like you have to rush yourself into, you know, creating something sooner than later, because I'm seeing that your manifestation is going to come. You just have to stay consistent. And I think that's the biggest message for you in terms of, you know, that card at least. So let's see. You also have Sisterhood of the Rose, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. Yeah, so this is about you guys. Through your devotion, you will be able to create something beautiful. And you guys actually, you know, it's like you guys know that you have something beautiful to share with the world, whether that is a song, whether that is a book, whether that is a story, you know, whether that is art, or even, you know, even if that was, you know, you actually being a teacher and teaching a subject, something that you know so much about, that you're passionate about, that you love learning about, and that, you know, has helped you grow, and that you know how to teach it to others so that it can help them grow also, you know. Because that's what you are. That's the energy you have. You are this teacher, a mystic, and you have the potential to be that because your soul calls for it. Okay, so your last two cards that we have here, we have Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So, you know, that's a reminder for when your spiritual team coming in and are like, hey, we're here. We want to let you know that we wholeheartedly support your vision, and we see the beauty in what you have to offer and what you want to create. And if you only let us know what you want, if you really want this, we will help you, you know. You know, your spiritual team wants you to know that as long as you want this and you are willing to put in the work, they're gonna work miracles for you. They're gonna make this happen because they know that you are here to create something beautiful, to share with the world, to teach other people. Okay. And your last card here is the Don't Dim to Fit In. Damn right, because I was picking up that energy. You know, other energies around you, people who are going to try and tell you, nah, you can't do that, that's super controversial or taboo or whatever, you know, whatever it may be. Or people will be like, oh, like nobody else is doing that, like I said, you know, it doesn't matter, you know. Tap into that younger version of you that didn't give a fuck about what people thought, because that's how I'm seeing you. You know, it's like you guys struggle with this anxiety. You guys struggle a lot with anxiety and depression now, more so than you did when you were younger and more ambitious and passionate and didn't have to worry about so many like responsibilities like jobs and stuff like that, you know. It was a lot easier, and that's natural, especially when we're children, when we're younger. But this is about you. I'm seeing that what you guys have to look forward to is a reconnection with this side of you, this passionate side of you, this that ignites this flame that inspires you to do something really great and to see it through to the end, so that you can share it with the world and inspire so many people and to teach them about what you know and to share your wisdom. But also know that this is a life's work, not a season. So don't rush yourself. Don't feel like you only have so much time. If you are trying to manifest this, your spiritual team is going to work miracles and make it happen. So just, take it a day at a time and trust that you are being supported, and trust that that your vision is going to manifest, as long as this is something that you want. Okay? All right, pile number 4, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. This was a very, very beautiful reading, and I am so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I do hope it did resonate. And if so, please feel free to leave me a comment and share with me your thoughts. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.